Hello, and welcome to Practice with Valid Studios. My name is Val, and I'll be guiding us through today's yin yoga practice. We'll concentrate on the shoulder girdle today, and you might find it handy to have a couple of yoga blocks or yoga props close by. We'll begin today's practice seated comfortably on the mat, closing the eyes when you're ready, otherwise choosing a single point to focus on, settling into our seat. Relaxing shoulders and hips, maintaining integrity through the spine. Find your natural rhythm of breath. Allow the breath now to gradually expand so that each breath is just a little longer, wider, and deeper than the last one. Perhaps if it's available, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you sit observing breath and body, take this opportunity to set an intention for your practice. A word, sentence, or affirmation. Something short and sweet that resonates with heart that you can come back to throughout the practice, anchoring you into the present moment. Take another breath here, and we'll add movement into our practice. On your next breath, gently bow the head down to the heart, softening through the neck and the shoulders, feeling into the back of the neck, the space between the shoulder blades, all the way down to the base of your spine. Begin to rock the head very gently left to right when you're ready, starting with slow, small movements, and with each passing breath allowing that movement to expand. Rocking left to right, over and over a few times. After a few semicircles, perhaps you'd like to explore and draw a full circle in one direction with the head and neck. After a couple circles with the head and neck, reverse direction. See how that feels. Be curious and explore. And of course, if you prefer, you can simply rock the head side to side if that's what feels best for you today. Take another full breath, isolating movement to head and neck. Using your next exhale to help settle the head back to center over the heart. Slowly lifting your gaze, keep eyes closed if you'd like. Begin to roll the shoulders up, and back, and down. Both at the same time a couple times, and eventually rolling them back individually. Right shoulder up, back and down, and then the left side, a few times to each side. We'll come back to center. On your next inhale, sweep the arms overhead, looking and reaching up. Take a full breath or two here, finding length along the spine. Keep the hips relaxed. On your next exhale, with wide arms, lower the hands gently beside you. As you inhale, allow the arms to sweep overhead, look up, reach up. Exhaling, lower hands beside you. Let's repeat that one more time. Inhale, lengthen arms overhead, look and reach up. Exhaling, lower hands beside you. With the shoulders settled away from the ears, maybe rolling them back once or twice, we'll begin to tick-tock the head side to side. Keep the shoulders and collarbones parallel to the earth, dropping the ear towards its shoulder a few times to each side. And eventually we'll allow the head to settle over, dropping towards the left. You can stay here, or perhaps you'd like to take your left hand and place it over top of the head, just above your right ear. Remembering here not to aggressively pull, but just allow the hand to rest on the head. Your right hand can stay where it is, or you can reach the arm slightly away from you, or bend the elbow, placing your right hand in the small of your back. Whatever options you're working with today, find the variation of this posture that feels best for your body. And take a few long, deep breaths. Be curious. What do you feel here? How is the quality and rhythm of your breath? Is there any space to soften a little further into your stretch? Allowing the muscles to turn off one at a time from head to toe. A few more moments here. Complete the breath that you're on. Use your hand to assist you if you need to, allowing the head to come back up to center. With the head at center, we'll tick-tock the head side to side a few times, bringing in a little dynamic motion. And eventually, we'll allow the head to drop over to the right, softening jaw and shoulders. You can hang out here, or perhaps place the right hand over top of the head just above the left ear, not pulling on the head but allowing the hand to rest. Left arm can stay where it is, or perhaps lengthening it out to the side, or placing the hand in the small of your back. Things may look and feel a little different on this side, so honor the differences from left to right. Choose the variation of posture that serves you best on this side, and ease into the posture, enjoying a few breaths, breathing deeply, in through the nose, out through the mouth, over and over. Few more moments here. Stay present with breath and body. It's normal for the mind to wander. Anytime you notice yourself slipping away in thought, be patient and kind with yourself and simply come back to the observation of breath and body. One more breath here. Use your hand to assist you if you'd like. We'll allow the head to come back to center. Placing the hands in front of you, we'll draw a couple circles with the wrists. Warming up the wrists, preparing to transition to tabletop. Allowing the hands to come to the floor underneath your shoulders and send your knees underneath your hips. Coming to a flat back, and we'll move through a few cat-cows. As you inhale, Soften the belly, opening the heart forward, allowing tailbone to point up. Exhaling, round away from the earth, tucking in chin, navel, and tailbone. 3 more times. Inhale, soften forward. Exhale, curl away from the earth. 2 more times. Inhale, forward into the cow. Exhale, rounding away into the cat. 1 more time. Inhaling, we'll come back to a flat back. Big toes together, knees together or apart. We'll come into a child's pose. Send your seat down towards the heels, and we'll keep our arms long overhead. Gently melt the head and heart down towards the floor or onto props if that's more comfortable. Take a breath. Pressing into the fingertips, very gently lift head and heart off the mat. And we'll walk our hands over towards the right side of our mat, finding your edge and limit over on the right and melting head and heart back down, either to the floor or to props, of course. Soften into the posture. Scan the body for sensation, visualizing the body from head to toe. A gentle compression on the right, expansion on the left. Each passing breath, body a little heavier, a little softer. Just a few more moments here. Three more full breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. We'll prepare to transition over to the other side. On your next inhale, gently press into the fingertips, lifting head and heart an inch or so off the mat, coming to center, melting down at center for a breath. Transitioning to the opposite side. When you're ready, press into the fingertips, lift head and heart, and walk your hands over to the left, finding your edge and limit on the left, and melting head and heart back down to the floor, or of course to yoga props. A gentle compression on the left, expansion on the right side of the body. Be curious. What do you feel on this side? Things may look and feel a little different than the other side. Where do you feel sensation? At what intensity? Can we use the breath to our advantage? allowing the breath to assist us in softening the tissues of our body, allowing the muscles to turn off from head to toe. A few more breaths here. Enjoy another full breath just as you are. Using your next inhale, slowly press into the fingertips, lifting head and heart an inch or so off the mat, coming back to center. Melting head and heart downward for a breath. And gripping the fingertips onto the mat, peel yourself up to tabletop. Big toes together, knees wide apart. We'll prepare for thread the needle. Keeping your left hand where it is. As you inhale, open your right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, lower the hand to the floor under shoulder. Inhale, open the right hand and arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread your hand underneath and behind your left hand. Let your right elbow, shoulder tap the mat, and then open the arm all the way back up. Once more, as you exhale, thread your right hand behind the left all the way through. This time, right shoulder and ear land on the mat or on a prop, settling into that shoulder. You can choose to hang out here, or if you'd like to amplify sensation, extend your left leg out diagonally to the side. This increases pressure on the right shoulder. You can keep your left hand where it is, or perhaps you'd like to place the hand in the small of your back. Choose the options that feel best on your body, listening to the sound of your breath, enjoying a few moments. Using the breath to your advantage, allowing the muscles to soften and relax with each passing breath. Staying present with breath and body, constantly curious, constantly observing, without expectation, without judgment, honoring what arises in this moment. Few more deep breaths on this side. One more full breath. If you have your left hand in the small of the back, allow the hand to return to the floor under shoulder. If your left leg is extended, allow the knee to return to the mat, big toes together. And pressing into the left hand, lift your head, peel your arm off the mat, right arm opening all the way back up to the sky, and softening the hand to the floor underneath shoulder. Immediately to the opposite side, left arm reaches up and open. Exhale, lower hand to the floor under shoulder. Inhale, open left arm to the sky. Threading behind right hand, exhale all the way through, elbow and shoulder tap the mat. Inhale, open that left arm all the way back up. Exhale, thread all the way through, this time holding, softening left shoulder and ear to the mat or a prop if that's best. Evaluate for a breath or two. Then decide if you'd like to amplify, to increase pressure in the shoulder. Diagonally extend right toes off the mat, lengthening the leg. Whether your leg is extended or not, right hand can stay where it is, or place the hand to the small of your back. Take a few breaths to evaluate your posture. Find comfort. It's normal to feel a little discomfort, but we want to avoid pain. Listen to the sound and rhythm of your breath. If we can breathe deeply, then we can stay as we are. If the breath shortens or becomes more rapid, it's an indication that we've gone a little too far into the posture. Reevaluate your options. Observe what you feel on this side. How might it compare to the last side? Releasing expectation. Breathing deeply over and over. A few more moments. Enjoying the posture. One more big breath in, big breath out. If your right hand is to the small of the back, lower it gently to the floor under shoulder. If your leg is extended, let the knee return to the mat, big toes together. Pressing into the right hand, slowly lift head and heart, left arm all the way up to the sky. And lowering hand to the floor under shoulder. Narrow in the knees, hip width apart. We'll move through 3 cat-cow. Soften the belly, heart opens, tail up. Exhale, round away. 2 more times. Inhale forward. Exhale, round away from the earth. Last one here. Open forward as you inhale. Curl and compress as you exhale. Inhaling, we'll come back to a flat back. And we'll come lay down flat onto our abdomen, spreading arms out wide into a T letter shape and turning your left ear to the mat. Take a breath or two and evaluate how you're feeling. You can hang out here if you'd like. Otherwise, slide your right hand in towards you and bend your right knee out to the side. Take a full breath here. This is your first option. You can hang out here if this feels like enough. Palm of the left hand stays on the mat. If you'd like to take it a little further, Press into the right hand and roll onto the left side of your body, opening through the left pecs. You can stay as you are, or perhaps you'd like to step your right foot behind your left knee. Right hand can stay in front of you, or lift the arm to the sky, bend the elbow, placing the hand to the small of the back. Head can stay rested on the floor, or of course use a prop to add to your comfort if you need to. Sink and surrender into the support of the mat. Enjoy a few moments here. Posture completely passive, gravity doing the bulk of the work, softening into the support of the mat and Mother Earth beneath you with each passing moment. If you notice that the mind is busy, remain gentle and kind with yourself. It's part of the practice. You can use the intention that you set for yourself earlier on in the practice and repeat it over a few times, occupying the brain, offering it a task, allowing you to return to the present moment, enjoying the benefits of your posture. A few more deep breaths here. Enjoy another full breath just as you are, and we'll prepare to transition sides. On your next breath, if your right hand is to the small of the back, slowly bring it forward to the floor in front of you. Bring your leg forward if that applies to you, gently rolling onto your abdomen. Spreading arms wide into that T-letter shape, palms to the floor. Turn your right ear to the mat. Soften the body down for a breath. When you're ready, slide that left arm towards you. Bend the left knee out to the side. Option number 1 on this side. This may be enough even if you took it deeper on the other side. However, if you'd like to amplify and take it a little further, you can step your left foot behind your right knee. Left hand can stay to the floor, or lift the arm, bending the elbow and placing the hand to the small of your back. Evaluate the rhythm and quality of your breath. Make the necessary adjustments. We're here for a few moments. Make sure you can breathe deeply. Constantly curious, scanning from head to toe, observing sensation, observing what arises to surface, the thoughts and emotions. Are they different from one posture to the next? Or perhaps they're the same, recurring thoughts and emotions. Are they important, or can we let them go? Coming back to breath and body if you've wandered away. Another full breath, and we'll prepare to transition out of the posture. If your left hand is in the small of your back, on your next breath, bring it forward for support. Stepping left foot forward, rolling onto the abdomen, hands under shoulders, press into the hands, lifting hips up, sending them back towards your heels, child's pose. Arms can stay long overhead or lower the hands down by your feet. Big breath in, big breath out, over and over. If your arms aren't already long on the mat, on your next inhale, lengthen your arms long on the mat. Gripping the fingertips onto the mat, peel yourself up to tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, curl and compress over to the right, creating a C shape with the spine. Then inhale to center and curl and compress to the left. One more time to each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, curl to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, curl to the left. Back to center. We'll keep our hips lifted and directly above the knees. Walk your hands forward until there's no more space to walk the hands forward. Then allow the heart and head to melt downward. Resting head and heart on the floor or on props, puppy pose. Adjust as needed. Soften into the posture. Be curious. What do you feel? Blood flow and energy in reverse here, with the hips a little higher than the heart, heart a little more elevated than the head. Now that you've been in your posture for a few moments, see if there's any space to surrender a little deeper into the support of your props and/or mat. Letting go of lingering tensions and resistances, whether they be physical, emotional, or energetic. Let go and surrender. Few more breaths here. If you wander away, remember to be patient. Simply come back to breath and body. Breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, intending the breath to expand. Slowing down rhythm of breath with each passing one. One more full breath, just as you are. Next inhale, gently press into the fingertips, walking the hands towards you as you peel head and heart off the mat, coming back to table. 3 cat-cows to mobilize the spine, soften the heart forward, tail up, round and curl away from the mat. 2 more times. Inhale forward. Exhale, curl and compress. Inhaling, come back to a flat back. Walking both your knees over to one side of the mat, let your hips fall to the other, allowing the legs to swing forward, coming to seated on the mat. Make sure that there's space behind you on the mat, and we'll come into a supported fish. You can choose to use 2 blocks, placing them in a T-letter shape, first block between the shoulder blades and the second block to support the back of the head. Now, if you don't have yoga blocks, you can use a bolster or a rolled up towel or blanket. If this is the option you're working with, we'll place our prop behind us lengthwise, supporting the spine. You can have your knees bent, soles of the feet together, creating a diamond shape with the legs, or legs long on the mat. Use your hands to support you and lower yourself onto your props, your bolster, blanket, or blocks. Make sure the spine and back of the head is supported. Then spread your arms wide by your sides with the palms open to the sky. Surrender and soften into your supported fish, choosing a single point to focus on the ceiling, or close the eyes entirely. Stay present with the observation of breath and body. Allow the breath to wash over the body from head to toe, over and over. Using your intention from earlier on, like a mantra, facilitating presence with breath and body. We're here for a couple more minutes. Allow the posture to be passive, sinking and surrendering into the support of the mat and Mother Earth beneath you. We've been in our posture for quite some time. Allow your awareness to return to breath and body if it's wandered away. Couple more deep breaths here before we transition out. Breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, over and over. Just as you are, enjoy one more full breath here. Preparing to transition out of our posture, on your next breath, slide the arms in towards you. Turning palms and elbows to face the earth, slide your elbows back. Lifting head off your prop, tucking chin in towards chest, and then choosing a side and roll onto the side of your body. Removing props from your back body and then roll onto the back of your body. Begin here with the knees bent, arms out wide by your side. Allow the spine to settle down. Feet can be together, hip width apart or a little wider. Begin to fan the knees out side to side, letting them drop left to right, then right to left. A few times to each side. Maybe rocking the gaze in the opposite direction of your knees, bringing the twist right into the head and neck. Gentle, dynamic movement to start. Now, if this feels best, you're welcome to keep rocking the knees side to side. Otherwise, hold and pause for a couple breaths. Choosing a side. Relax the body into your twist. Allow the breath to wash over the body, following all the natural curves of your body from head to toe. Breath cleansing and nurturing all the muscles and soft tissues of your body. If you chose to pause and hold the twist on one side, complete the breath that you're on, and then bring that dynamic motion back into the body. Shifting and swaying, rocking legs side to side a few times. And then allowing the knees to fall over to the opposite side. Pausing and holding for a couple breaths. Curious spirit and mind, what do we feel in our twist on this side? Enjoying another breath just as you are. And on your next inhale, we'll bring that dynamic movement back into the body, shifting knees side to side a few times over to each side. Coming back to center when you're ready. We'll hug the knees in towards the heart. And either drawing a couple circles with your knees or rocking side to side, massaging the low back. Once you feel that you've had enough, we'll give ourselves a final great big hug. Squeeze the knees in, lift head and heart, exhale, and release. Head and shoulders return to the mat. Lengthen your legs long on the mat, reach your arms overhead, offer yourself that final full body stretch. Make any final movements that you need with the extremities, and when you're ready, lowering arms by your sides. Palms open to the sky, spread arms and legs as wide as you'd like. If you're feeling sensitive in the low back, you can place support behind the knees or bend the knees, allowing the soles of the feet to come to the mat. Close your eyes. Release control over the breath. We've arrived in our final resting pose. A moment to integrate the benefits of our postures. Shavasana. Enjoy this pause. Allow your awareness to return to breath and body, enjoying this posture for as long as you'd like, as long as you need. Rise whenever you're ready. For the sake of our shared practice, this is where I'll end my instruction for today. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. Always a privilege, always a pleasure. Until next time, thank you, thank you, thank you.